everyone, welcome to our new ecosystem world. Now we will take a look around and explore with us, and we will explain to you guys what we have been made in our ecosystem world. So the first one is habitat. Habitat is the natural surrounding or the living place of an organism. So here we have made a place for like the cow habitat, sheep, horses, because this habitat is suitable for them to live, because the temperature, the food source is completely enough for them to survive their life here. We also provide water for them to drink, and we also got their food source, so if they are hungry or they are thirsty, they will have a food and drink there. And the temperature here is also suitable for them. Here is not too cold or too hot, so they will have a good adaptation here. So let's go take a walk with me. Let's see what we have it here. Oh, there's a cow. Let's go and see him. Okay, where are you going, cow? Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, by the way, we have our friend here. Say hi to Jordan. Okay, now we are moving to the species, which is a species is a group of similar organisms able to interbreed and produce offspring. So here we can see a species of cow here because they have a similar because they sit in a group and in a similar organism. They able to interbreed, so they can interbreed and produce a lot more of their babies after this, and there will be a lot of cow. So now we are moving to the population. So population is a group of organisms of the same species which live in the same habitat. So I'm making we call it as a house, which in this house have two group of organisms which still in same species. The first one is cow and the second one is sheep. So these two groups have same species and they live in same habitat. They have same lifestyle and they eat the same food. So this is what we call population. They live together, they share their food, they share their lifestyle. So I hope they are enjoy living in this ecosystem, and I also hope they live happily.
And now we will talk about community and ecosystem. Okay, from this video we can see they are a community under the sea. like there are many type of fish. What is the meaning of community? Community is a group of various population of species living together in a specific area and interacting with another each species in the community has a unique role or function, and they influence each other through various forms of interaction. Meaning in this Minecraft, we can see that there are a group of fish and other group and many type of fish at there and that interact with each other. At the other side at the sea, we can see also there are not various of species living there because of the space that and the situation that not give the specific things to live, to organism live. This because community structure is important. Community structure refers to the arrangement of species with a community and the relationship between those species. Community structure is influenced by factors such as resource availability, climate, and environment. That's why at the other side there are not many fish and other creatures because of the community structure. Now we will see other community too, than the fish. And now the community also have a role of species in the community. Each as a dominant species was the most numerous species that have a significant influence on the community structure. For example, large trees in a rainforest that provide habitat for various species. And also we have a keystone species. That species whose role in very important even though their numbers are few. The loss of keystone species can cause significant change in the community. Came from the many community at the Minecraft. The community when it combine, it become ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Ecosystem is is a community of several organisms living together in one habitat, interacting with each other, including biotic and abiotic components. Abiotic component is a living organism like the fish and the group of cows and group of fish, plants, bacteria, and others. And the abiotic component is non-living, such as factors such as sunlight, water, air, temperature, and nutrients in the soil. The influence life in the ecosystem. The ecosystem is a continuous flow of energy from the sun to all organisms. Plants astronomy produce autotroph with sunlight to carry out the process photosynthesis. And at the end we can see there are many communities combined and we begin an ecosystem.
Next, I'm going to explain about energy flow. So in ecosystem, energy flows from one organism to another through feeding relationships, forming that we call a food chain or food web. This process begins with sunlight, which plants, as the primary producers, convert into energy through photosynthesis. So let's explore how energy flows through each part of this photosynthesis. First, we have farm. There's plants, which is the primary producers. Plants in the garden capture sunlight and convert it into chemical energy stored in the form of sugars and other organic molecules. They serve as the foundation of the energy flow in this ecosystem because they are the primary producers. Let's move to the cow shed. Cow is the primary consumers. In the cow shed, cows feed on grass and other plant material, which provides them with the energy they need to grow
move, and produce milk. These cows are primary consumers because they obtain their energy directly from plants. Okay. Here there's also chicken feeding area. There's also another cow shed here. Okay. Next, there's fisherman's house. This allowing human interaction. So the fisherman might catch the fish from the pond for food. By consuming the fish, humans access the energy stored in the fish, which originally came from algae or smaller aquatic organisms. This final step in the food chain shows how energy flows from producers to primary consumers and eventually to humans. At the back of the house, there's also another farm. There's plant. Next, we move to the garden. In the garden, there's flowers and also bees. So the flowers in the garden attract bees, which collect nectar for food. While doing so, they also help pollinate the plants, enabling them to reproduce. The bees consume the plant's energy and become a source of energy for other animals, such as birds or other insect-eating organisms. This is fish pond. In the fish pond, fish may feed on algae or smaller organisms, absorbing the energy stored within them. Algae in the pond function similarly to plants on land by using sunlight to create energy through photosynthesis, supporting a small aquatic food web. So, all in all, in this ecosystem, energy continuously flows from the sun to plants, then to herbivores such as cow, sheep, or fish, and also chicken, and finally to higher consumers, including humans. At each step, some energy is lost as heat, as per second law of thermodynamics, meaning that only a fraction of the original energy passes on to the next level. This loss of energy explains why ecosystems have fewer high-level consumers and why energy pyramids narrow at the top.
Lastly, I will talk about types of interaction among biotic components. So as humans, we live in a community. It is similar for animals and plants which interact with each other in an ecosystem in various ways. There are few types of main interactions which are saprophytism, symbiosis, predation, and competition. So here is symbiosis, which is have a tree, mutualism, commensalism, and also parasitism. Okay, for here the situation is under for mutualism. Mutualism is an interaction that give benefits to both organisms. So like bees and also the flowers, where the bee is provided with food and the stationary plant gets to disperse its pollen to another plants of the same species. Next, parasitism. Parasitism is an interaction that benefits one organism but harms the other organism. So here I have my sheeps, where sheeps and tick is parasitism, that the tick benefits by feeding on the sheep's blood, which provide it with nutrients, and the sheep is harmed because ticks can cause irritation, blood loss, and also can transmit a disease that affecting the sheep's health. So can say here, sheep may also engage in commensal relationship with birds like magpies or oxpeckers. They eat parasites of their bodies. Let's move to my cow. As we know, symbiosis occurs when different species that live together interact with each other. So I already talked about mutualism for my bees and flower, my parasitism, my sheep, and lastly is commensalism, which is a cow and birds. Certain birds like cattle egrets engage in a commensal relationship with cows. The birds follow cows and eat insects stirred up as the cows move, and benefiting the birds without affecting the cows. So it's also good for cow's health. Now I want to show my mushrooms, which is have red mushrooms and brown mushroom. So here the type of interaction is saprophytism, is an interaction in which an organism get its food from dead organic materials. For example, mushrooms that live on dead tree trunk, and this process recycles nutrients back into the ecosystem, enriching the soil and supporting other plant life. So actually I tried to put my mushrooms beside my house, but it can't. I tried again, and then I find a leaf, dead tree trunk to put my mushroom, and then it could. So here we can see that this is types of interaction, saprophytism. Okay, now we're going to underwater to find my squids. Okay, where is my squid? Actually, sometimes if I put any animals or marine, they will lost. I don't know why. I don't see it, so I have to add on squid. Okay, we take 8 squid. And then we tap the screen. Okay, here's my squid. Okay, so here interaction of predation, which is an interaction involving an organism predator that eats another organism as a prey. So squid can be two terms, as predator and also prey. Squid as predator because they hunt and eat smaller organisms like fish, plankton. If squid as prey themselves for larger marine animals such as sharks, tuna and seabirds. These predators hunt and eat squid for food. So in the predator-prey relationship, when squid are hunting small organisms, they are predators. When larger animals like sharks are hunting squid, the squid are the prey. So that is the interaction of predation. This is an overview my world Minecraft or my farm. So I already present about saprophytism, predation and symbiosis. In conclusion, the ecosystem is a complex network of interactions between living organisms and their physical environment. So organisms in an ecosystem interact in various ways. And last but not least, understanding these interactions is crucial for preserving the health of ecosystems and the species that depend on them. So that's all. Thank you.